Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're embarking on an exciting journey into the world of neural networks. If you're new to this concept, this video is perfect for you. I'll explain the basic idea and theory, and after that we'll be coding our very own neural network. Now, what are neural networks? They're a concept used in deep learning, which is a branch of machine learning, which teaches AI models to process information and make predictions in a way that's inspired by the human brain. Just like our amazing human mind, these networks can learn and make their very own decisions. So let's dive in and learn some more of this incredible technology. First, let's understand what a neural network really is. Imagine it as a mini version of our brain. Our brain makes decisions and learns new things using a network of neurons. Similarly, a neural network in AI uses artificial neurons, or nodes, to make decisions and learn from data. In our brain, neurons are connected by synapses. In a neural network, these connections are represented by weights. These weights adjust as the network learns, similar to how our brain strengthens or weakens synapses over time. Now, think about when you touch something hot. Your brain instantly processes this and tells you to pull your hand away. In a neural network, this process happens through layers of neurons. The first layer, like our senses, takes in the input. Then, the hidden layers, like the processing part of our brain, analyzes this information. Finally, the output layer, just like our response, gives the result. Now, every neuron in the hidden layers has a bias, just like we have our own biases or instincts. This bias helps the network make better decisions, especially when the input data is not enough. And how does our brain learn from experience? Through a similar process to backpropagation in neural networks. When we make a mistake, our brain adjusts to do better next time. Similarly, backpropagation in neural networks adjusts weights and biases based on errors, so that every time the network runs, the most optimal weights can be calculated. This is called learning from its mistakes, and it's great at improving the network's performance. Let's head over to Google Colab and let's see how we can create a neural network that thinks and learns a bit like us. Now, let's pick a dataset for our neural network. Instead of importing something from Google Drive again, we'll do something a little different and use data that's already part of the scikit-learn library. We'll use the wine dataset, which is a very famous dataset. It's basically like a flavor profile for different types of wines. It includes chemical characteristics like alcohol content, color intensity, and acidity, and our goal is to train our neural network to predict the type of wine based on these features. So let's load this. So here X contains our features. These are the chemical characteristics I mentioned, and Y is our target, which is basically the specific type of wine. Now, let's peek into the dataset. We'll use pandas to convert the dataset into a data frame so we can use it with ease. The Y values will be the type of the wine because that's what we're trying to predict, and then we'll use the head method to peek inside. As you can see, our dataset has all different kinds of features and stuff that will help us determine the type. Now, each row basically represents a different wine, and each column shows a different characteristic of the wine. And at the very end, we have a type column, which is actually what we want our network to predict. But before we feed this data to our neural network, we need to scale our features. Why, you ask? Well, imagine you're trying to balance scales, but one side measures in pounds and the other in ounces. You need to convert them to the same unit. That's what we're doing here. We're converting all features to the same scale so it's compatible with neural network learning. Now let's build, train, and run our neural network. This is where the fun begins. First, we'll use a standard scaler from scikit-learn to scale our dataset and transform it to be perfect to work with. Now, we'll split our data just like we did in the previous videos. We'll split it into 4 main parts: X train, X test, Y train, and y test. This time, let's do a 70-30 split so that we have 30% of testing data to evaluate our model with. That's what the 0.3 means here. Let's run this. And now, let's actually build our neural network. We use an MLP classifier from scikit-learn. MLP classifiers are a type of network great for classification tasks like ours. MLP here stands for multi-layer perceptrons. Now, we've set up a network with over 50 neurons in its hidden layer and told it to iterate 500 times over our data. But how does the network learn? Well, in each iteration it makes predictions based on the current weights and biases. Then it compares its prediction to the actual wine types. If it's wrong, it tweaks its weights and biases, learning a bit more each time. So this is backpropagation in action, which is what I was talking about earlier. Now, let's see how accurate our neural network really is. We'll use the accuracy score function from scikit-learn, and we'll do this by comparing the model's predictions with the real y-test values, which you can kind of think of as an answer sheet. And we got a error here. So basically, an easy fix to this error would be to import the accuracy score function from sklearn.metrics. This is something that we forgot to do last time, but if we run it again, I'm just going to restart the session and run all the cells so that the neural network will be fresh and new. Now, as you can see here, we got an accuracy of 98.15%. That is mind-blowing. It's very, very good, and as compared to the previous models and techniques that we were using in previous videos, this is absolutely amazing. So I hope you've now seen the wonders of neural networks and deep learning, and that's how you train a neural network to be a wine expert. We took real-world data, prepped it, and we let our network learn from it. Remember, the world of AI and neural networks is vast and exciting. Keep exploring and learning. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.